I think we're live. Yes, I think we are live. We are live and alive. Wow. Okay, let's check that audio out. Let's see how that audio is. Okay, that audio is doing great. Awesome. And Asif's here. Slay. Nice to have you here, Asif. Okay, we'll close that. We don't need that anymore. Keep that at hand if we need it. I think we are good. Where are we? Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. We're over in Rupert Park here in the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood, and you're here on our neighborhood checkup. So welcome. Justin, nice to see you here. Yes, we are in the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood. This is our neighborhood checkup, and we're gonna check up and check out the neighborhood and see what it's like on over here. So we're gonna visit some parks, look at some of the homes, check out the major retail area, maybe get some food, some drink, okay, and see how the area is. So come on with me right now. We're gonna head on over across the Trans-Canada Highway because there's a little sliver on the other side, and going to check out what's over there in the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood first. So come with us. Let's go check it out. Justin, again, so good to have you here. First off, this park, okay? This park is the bomb. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button. It really does help show off the neighborhood here. Wow. Such an epic park over here at East First Ave and Rupert Street. Just such a chill place to be. There's tennis courts down there. After that, there's behind the street area here, there's a big golf course. No problem, Justin. So basically what you see at Rupert Park is what you get. There's a group of ladies on over there playing frisbee golf as well, which is pretty cool, and a bunch of people sitting on the benches here. A lot of people just come here to chill out and look across the green field here and over to Burnaby. And you can see across the way, there's Burnaby right there, and all the new towers that are popping up over here in the Burnaby area. And again, this part of Hastings-Sunrise, like a lot of people will go to the retail strip on East Hastings Street. East Hastings, should we go there? Yeah, sure, it's a family-friendly area, what the heck. Here in Hastings-Sunrise, East Hastings is like like a family-friendly restaurant strip to visit with other services on it. Yeah, you can see just a bunch of people chilling on over here. I was sitting at that bench right up there for a little bit, just doing some research on the area. And then up here, this is Rupert Street right here. Well, we'll head down the path which parallels Rupert Street. Here in the park. Show you off a little bit more of this ginormous park that's here. Love these benches. They're so chill. And if you're sitting here in the shade like almost everyone else is, just an epic time. And there we are. Look how well groomed that field is. You can still see the lines on over there. This is like an amazing place. Like, it's not going to be like busy like other places, okay? But for a place to live, Hastings-Sunrise is like a really nice neighborhood to live in. Really nice. There's my resting streamer face. So yeah, welcome folks. A few other people to come onto the stream. We're doing a neighborhood checkup of the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood today. So yeah, this place hasn't gotten caught on the map yet, and we're getting as far away from the downtown as we can. right now, so I want to save Run Through Collingwood for another day. But this is definitely a summertime exploration up here. Okay. When I know it's going to be a little nicer to get around this really big neighborhood. There's the golf course that I was talking about before, just tucked in behind this park. This trail basically parallels the street, gives people who are in the park a chance. Also can separate bikers if they don't want to, like you know, like there's these paths in the park and stuff like this. Kids can go along this path here instead of going along the sidewalk or Rupert Street. Very nice. There you go, there's some of our golfers right there, wandering through the golf course with their golf clubs. So what you're going to see a lot around here is a lot of, when we get to the retail strip, you'll see more apartment buildings and condominiums and stuff like that. Okay. I don't know if they have a big tower over there or not. I don't think so yet. But they have at least 6 to 8 stories for condominiums. Down here you're going to see a lot of this. Single family dwelling homes. This looks like one of the original builds out here. Little wartime homes, and then right next to it you'll see like Vancouver specials right there. And then if you look on over here, other homes that have since taken that spot and changed the neighborhood. It's into these bigger homes right here. So pretty fascinating. First thing we're going to do is head down Charles Street here though, and head on over to the overpass. There's an overpass here, so we're going to head on over there. Let's take the home side, because that's going to be a little more interesting, at least for viewers, than just like a green wall for a boring green wall for the golf course. At least you get to see some homes. So thank you. You're on Jerome Forestwood, and this is Vancouver Live, and we're doing our neighborhood checkup today. Checking up and checking out the neighborhood of Grandview, or of Hastings-Sunrise. Get so many neighborhoods in my head. Yeah, so Hastings-Sunrise. This area has a lot of Cantonese people, a lot of Vietnamese people, and a lot of Italian people in the area, as well as the whole Pan-Asian assortment of mix that you get on Italian are some of the more prominent groups in the neighborhood. Yeah. Coaster, good to have you on the stream. Nice to have you here. Yeah, I just saw that. Sorry. Nice to have you here. Yeah, Justin's here too. Good to have you on the stream. Charles Street's supposed to end down here, and then there's supposed to be a walkway. You can see this is a little bit older of a building here. They got the stucco on the outside, very popular, but it's not the oldest building either. What do they grow on here? This looks like apples or pears. Looks more like a pear tree, but it could be apples. You can see the streets here have a good amount of shade, so if you want to look for shade, there's shade. If you want to stand in the sun, you can stand in the sun. Two of these smaller homes, and one home that's this is a little bigger, you see? A little bigger. It's got a second story there. And then you got this one here, it's much, much bigger. Okay. Looks like the walkway's over here. And that is part of Rupert Park right there, the pitch and putt golf course, but there's the golf course right there for you. And the golf course entrance. And there's washrooms there and stuff too. Let's keep going. Yeah, this is a this is a great looking neighborhood. If you want to live here, yeah, this is definitely a place to come. The pitch and putt, haven't been there in years. Yeah. So I don't think I've been to a pitch and putt since I came back to Vancouver. So about 2-3 years ago. So I haven't been there either. But yeah, this is an epic neighborhood. Like, we haven't run into any weirdness. Okay, down here, it's quiet. If you live in one of these homes, wow, lucky. Lucky. Nice neighborhood. So this is William Street here. Okay, we're gonna go up the walkway in a minute. I just wanted to show you William Street here. Okay, and again, like a Vancouver special style building here. Like, you can see the door up there, but it looks like they took away the balcony, not really using it. And then 2 bigger homes, another Vancouver special. So the smaller homes came in, and then the Vancouver specials really started to come in and replace them. And then eventually they started tearing down the Vancouver specials and started bringing in these bigger homes for these properties, gentrifying the neighborhood. So there's like this walkway along here. I'm not sure where this section goes right here. Okay, it's on the map, so don't think that it's not, but I wanted to actually walk up this right here. This is gonna take you over the Trans-Canada Highway. And on the other side of the highway is actually a small sliver of Hastings-Sunrise, because you're not at Boundary Road yet when you're crossing the Trans-Canada. Ass was asking, where are we? We're in the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood. More over by Rupert Street right now. Yeah, so like, how often do you come over here unless you're like, you know, coming to the golf course or something like that, you know, coming to the park for a game with friends, or you live here. Like, really, really interesting neighborhood. Hasting-Sunrise. Asif has been to the East Village, which is the East Hastings strip here in the neighborhood, and recently too. He really enjoyed it. There's the Trans-Canada right here for you. It's like traffic's starting to build up here. Or walking to the Steamworks Brewery, yeah. Yeah, it's a direct walk along Hastings Street to the Steamworks Brewery. That's true. You do need to go through the downtown east side, but if you just mind your business and you're not filming, people tend to leave you alone. I don't go there because, well, it's not necessarily the safest. I could probably get my camera through there, but I really don't want to go there either. Pretty depressing, the downtown east side. Yeah, here's the Trans-Canada Highway over here. This is a really cool walkway. I've been waiting for this walkway. Like, look at this thing. Right up here. And then a nice solid walkway. This reminds me of Toronto. I know they have them all over Vancouver. I just haven't walked on too many of them in Vancouver yet. So I'm really excited for this. It reminds me of the Ronceville pedestrian walkway that goes over the garden there. It's just beautiful. And they've done a really good job here too. This is epic. This is so epic. It's like you can just put your face right up here. Look, mountain highway. There's resting streamer face for you. Ass is laughing. Ah! Let's keep walking. Okay, we have crossed the walkway. So epic, so epic. So this walkway enables you to like cross literally something that would be impossible or impassable any other way. Like, you really don't want to be running across the Trans-Canada Highway. That's not a good idea. But you can also see here, like, you get Trans-Canada Highway access if you live here. And this road will literally take you, I believe, up to the Ironworkers Bridge too. So, let's see, you're real close to like an easy way to get into North Vancouver and West Vancouver too. Across the harbor. So amazing, so amazing. Such an accessible, quiet, accessible neighborhood that people often forget about. Hasting-Sunrise. Okay, let's go to Adenac. Look at this right here. These look like Harrow. Or actually, sorry, hawthorns. Hawthorns, maybe rosebuds. Who knows? The little park there has a nice little just pulling up the map right now for you folks. Bringing you into the neighborhood here. Okay, so we're just up top of where I actually want to be, which is right down there. I want to walk through Charles Park for you. So let's find Charles Park. You should have turned already, but we can turn up here too. This will get us on over to Skeena Street, and we can head down Skeena Street into the park. Just give you a taste and a flavor. Like, look at these gardens here. These are epic, guys. Epic. Okay, so here's Skeena here. And if we turn this way, yeah, this is going to take us right into Charles Park. This looks like a nice little greenway. And then that's going to come to Kootenay Street. When we get to the end of it. And that'll take us up to Adenac Park, near Adenac Street. So here's Charles Park right here. And we'll walk through the area. And yeah, this is what Gordy was talking about. Giant hogweed. You don't want to touch it. And I believe there's a nice little pond, like right on over here. It's not always a pond though. Let's head on over there. They'll take a quick peek. See if it's a pond right now. A lot of Vancouver's ponds dry up in the winter time, or dry up in the summertime. So I can definitely see hogweed right on over there. The giant hogweed right across there. I'm gonna walk far away from that. Well, there's definitely cattails down here. Oh yeah, look at the little pond. The pond's almost dried out now, but yeah, there's giant hogweed right on the other side. This is the pond. It actually looks like a cool pond. It's probably pretty busy, much busier in the springtime and the winter when there's a rainier season. Here's the park right here for you. Beautiful, beautiful park. Just a nice little strip of green right here in the middle of the city. And here we are. This should be Kootenay. I don't see any sidewalks here. I don't see any sidewalks at all. So lots of little restaurants and businesses here. Let's make sure we're heading in the right direction. I don't think we are. I think I need to continue on this path here. And that's okay. Things take time. Yeah, I definitely need to go this way. Okay. So we need to go this way. So when I headed over to the pond, I headed in the right direction. Gordy's, us cons here, nice to have you on the stream. Gordy's like, there used to be a little fish in that pond years ago. I'm sure there is. Still. Probably live in the mud, which is pretty cool. So, just passing the pond right on over here. That's just, you have seen these ponds drying up. The one over in Charleston Park has also been drying up. It's kind of like a clay bowl pond, and then it dries up in the summertime. There's also one over in Fraser, or over in the Renfrew Collingwood neighborhood. Maybe Killarney, I can't remember. Here we are. Okay. So there's like a network of 2 different trails here. Let's see where we need to go. Okay. So that'll take you over to the end of Charles Street right there. Okay, and into a much more industrial area. So yeah, we want to head the other way. That's Con, good to have you. Nice to have you on the stream. Yeah, we're over here in Hastings-Sunrise. We're just exploring some of the parts that people don't necessarily come to unless they live in the area or they have a reason to come on down here. Just trying to show you like more of the area than than just the retail areas. It's really easy to go to the retail areas, but that's the whole point of the neighborhood checkups. To check up on a neighborhood and check it out too. See what it's like. And usually we'll have people like Gordy visit too and be able to talk about the neighborhood too with a little more historical knowledge of it. So good to see everyone here who's here. Nice to have you here. Yeah, so we're on Kootenay Street, that's good. We're just gonna wait right here at the corner. Let this truck through. Looks like it is a stop sign, so I'm good to stop. Being new to the neighborhood, it's good to be cautious. There's a very nice person there. Very good driver, wow. I'm pretty impressed, but garbage drivers are really pretty darn good. We'll say one thing, like the internet quality over here is excellent. So everyone parks their cars if they own a single family home along these back alleys here. And anyone who has an additional car will usually park it out on the street and just get a permit. Sometimes you can get away without a permit. This is Adenac Park right on over here. So, welcome. A few other people have come onto the stream. Nice to have you here. And this is Thursday, and then you're on Jerome Forestwood. And this is our day when we do a neighborhood checkup. Go to a neighborhood we wouldn't normally head to, and just check up on it and check it out too. Checking out the parks, checking out the homes, checking out some of the places. So definitely a jam on over here. Okay, so there's some kids on over here. We'll keep them off camera. We're gonna cut across the field. No one's using the whole field right now. So we're crossing the big grass field. So this is Adenac Park. Let's see some of the coaches there. Look at that park. Look at this beautiful, beautiful park here. This is a huge park. And you can see there's even more field behind me here. Like this is massive, massive park. And this is what you'll find over here in East Vancouver. A lot of these larger parks with these big old fields and stuff like that. So yeah, VMSL matches here. Oh, okay, VMSL. And there's like little holes in the park fence too, so you can get over and check out like other parts of the neighborhood and stuff. Very cool. And like kids playgrounds and a community garden. Wow. There's a community garden right on over there. Looks well used, but we're gonna head up and over to these trees right now. These gorgeous, gorgeous trees here. VMSL matches. Very cool. Gordy, just so that people know, can you put in what VMSL means? Okay, I'm not quite sure, but I could definitely see some sports teams choosing these fields, some more professional or amateur professional using these fields. Very cool, very cool. Just gonna leave this giant area with the soccer fields. Huge area. Wow. Yes, Con, this park is epic. Vancouver Metro Soccer League, Men's Amateur League. That's still huge. That's still huge, Gordy. The Men's Amateur Soccer League, that's a huge league. That's awesome. That's very cool. Yeah, I definitely can see that. So, like, look at this right here. It looks like they got, like, movable soccer. So they got it over here, small for the kids, but you can move these goalposts down to the end here and one to the other. And this is like a full professional size soccer field right now. And it's all grass. Is that epic? And it's far away from other places. Like, unfortunately, like if you're over in like one of the parks downtown, Alan Livingstone Park, I think, or something like that. You go to the soccer field there. It's nice artificial turf, but you literally have to check in a sweep with the two teams just to make sure there's no needles in the ground, which is unfortunate here in the Vancouver area. But big reality over here, you don't have those problems. That's amazing. I'm sure they still do the sweeps just to be safe. But yeah, and then there's a smaller field out here. This is cute. That's epic. This is so epic. Dropping my cooking stream. So Ass is dropping his cooking stream. If you want to see Assive cook, there's his stream right now. You can check that out when he chooses to go live. Nice little bench in a shaded area and over there. Just a nice little place to sit. Whether you're here to watch soccer or just to look across the field. So, very, very cool. Birdie's saying on a hot day you can smell the turf at Andy Livingstone and baking in the sun from Main Street. Yep. I get you. Over here it's hot today too. It's not like sweltering. Oh, it's sweltering. No, it's hot though. And it's a nice refreshing smell on over here. Very cool, very cool. So yeah. Okay, where are we? This is Adenac Street here. I know that. You guys can look at this epic field while they figure it out. So we just walked through Adenac Park. Okay. If we walk this way, it'll take us to Boundary Road. And then we can head up Boundary Road over to East Hastings. We're not going to be able to hit everything in this neighborhood. This neighborhood is huge. Huge, huge neighborhood. But you can just see the beauty that is here. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nice big green trees. Great internet connectivity. We haven't lost the bar yet. So awesome. The ASIF hasn't gotten started with the cooking stream yet. That's fine. Yeah, so a home like this, right on over here, that's for sale right now. These are going for like 1.6 million in this neighborhood right now. Homes are very expensive in Vancouver. Okay, especially single-family dwelling homes. You know, a one-bedroom condominium will go for around $500,000, so maybe $600,000 now in this neighborhood. Okay, when you get up to the retail areas, like on East Hastings Street, very nice area to be in. But then the condo fees, and apartment prices can go up from there. And of course, if you're renting a one-bedroom, this is a more affordable area where you can get a one-bedroom for anywhere from $1,800 to $2,100 on over here right now. Henry Grifford, cool. Yeah, nice to see you. We're doing a neighborhood checkup over here in the Hastings-Sunrise area. When we check out some of the neighborhood, check out some of the areas, see what it's like on over here. Because how often do you, besides the East Village, do you come up, retail area, do you come up here and do you check out a neighborhood and see what it's really like, see what some of the parks are like here and stuff like that, you know? There's some epic parks over here. No word of a doubt. This is like a great place to hit. Rupert Park's a great place to hang out. I could see and Baby over there having a picnic. Beautiful park to just chill out in. Large trees, shady areas, sunny areas, fields to play into. Pretty cool. So here, Vancouver. Across the street, Burnaby. Okay? And this is Boundary Road. And we're just waiting to cross. You can see how many cars are coming down this way. I'm just waiting for the light to change here. I have no idea. Like, there's no touch button or anything here. I think we're good to go. I don't know if the light's gonna change. Oh, we're good to go now. Let's head up the hill here. It gets really steep here really quick. But to get to the retail area, it's not that far up the hill. And see here on Boundary Road, this is where they also use the area as a power corridor as well. So you can see the wires here coming from all the way at the top of the hill here and heading all the way down and along Boundary Road. Very, very cool to see. So we'll walk along this way, right up at the top of the hill where there's a little bit of shade. You can see that is where the retail area is, so that is where we'll be going, where there's some more shops and stores and we get out of some of the residential that's on over here. And you can see like a wide variety of gentrified homes on over here. I was saying when it snows, that hill's a nightmare. Tell me about it. I used to live over in UBC area. Okay? When it gets icy on the roads, that area shuts down. Because those hills get real slippery. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I get it. Even though it's the east side of town, I get it. This is such a steep hill. Much steeper than the city lets on, or the camera lets on, sorry. But again, like, look at this beautiful street here. Mine is just a cathedral of green. That's what makes Vancouver so awesome. Because then you come on over to a street like this in Burnaby, and where did the green go? It's not there. It's gone. That's a Vancouver thing. We'll keep strolling here. Seems like giant properties that, if these homes were built now and developed over here, would probably be divided into much, much smaller properties. And these properties are slowly being built up. So I guess we do have a few towers over here. That one there. That one's fairly new. It's been there for a bit, but it is fairly new. And what that means is as we go through the neighborhood, we'll start buying up these smaller homes, combining the lots, and building more towers. So these people will be offered a lot of money in the future for their homes. Pretty cool. And like if you jump on a bus here and go south, you head directly on over to Rupert Station, and then also Joyce Collingwood Station on, I believe, the 26th. Might be a different number, to double check that. But pretty cool either way. Easy way to get down here. Now that is Burnaby across the street there. You can see how steep it's gotten right all of a sudden right here. So it's tough. If you're looking for a place to rent, right on over here in this tower, just like that. They got buses over here that head all the way to Port Coquitlam Station. Wow. Oh my gosh, that is such a climb. Guys, such a climb to get up here. Good to have you on the stream though. Whereas like there used to be a great little pub called Oscar's where that tower is. Yeah, it's not here anymore. No. And it's just part of the natural evolution of the city too. Like, good places tend to disappear when we need to build more housing and stuff like that, and we do need more housing. So whether people like it or not, I can see both sides of the argument. Fair enough. But if a single family dwelling home owners want to sell their properties for a price, okay, and then they get combined into a building lot and another tower goes up, I don't have a problem with that. So long as the homeowners are the ones that get the choice. So. Yeah, this is a twisted Indian street food right here. That looks interesting. Now open. Very cool. At least there's something else moving in here. Across the street, we got a little mall over here too, with a whole bunch of different places in here. Marvello's, Mini Mart, and the street house right there, the Turkish bakery. And over here I believe we got the comic book shop. Yeah, here's Tasmanian comics right here. Tasmanian comics. Sounds like a comic book shop too. Oh, look at this. They're bringing a Siley Lemon in here. So this is your Mexican chain that's very popular over here in Metro Vancouver. So yeah, there's one of them moving in here too. So this must be relatively new. New established businesses are basically moving in. Yeah. Looks like it was supposed to come in 2024, but these projects, they're always delayed. They're always delayed. Just takes time to get approvals and stuff like that. You know, like if we could reduce some of the red tape for the bureaucracy, that would be great. But you know, that bureaucracy moves very slow, so change takes time. That's really where that saying comes from. Across the street, that's the Kootenay Street bus loop right there. That's the big bus loop between Burnaby and Vancouver. It is on the Vancouver side, but you know, we're very close to Boundary Road right now. So this is the intersection of East Hastings Street and Boundary Road. Right on over here. There's the Kootenay Loop. So we're going to cross the street in just a moment. A lot of those people are crossing on over to catch a bus there. Number 14 comes all the way over here, as well as a bunch of other buses, and then the R5 rapid bus runs through the area. There's the number 14 bus right there for you. That one will head all the way from UBC all the way over here. This is Candell. I need a coffee. This is the Candell Bakery right here. Let's head on into this Japanese bakery and check it out. Let's see, they got drip coffee, espresso. Let's see if they got like an iced coffee or something like that. That would be good. This is one of the Japanese bakeries that's over in the area. If they ask us to leave, we'll leave. Okay. Not everyone's a big fan. And then they got a little grocery store right next door too. That's cute. That's cute. We'll head in here first. Oh my gosh. Hey! How's it go? The camera's on me, it's not on you. Just to let you know. And tip it up too, so it's not on anyone else who's in here. Awesome. Great to see. Wow. Can I get a lemon cake? And do you have like a cold coffee or something like that? Do you have a cold or iced coffee? Yeah? Iced latte would be great. Thank you. Yeah, so they got a lot of nice little foods in here and stuff like this, guys. Is
it for here?
Yeah. But if I can get like a takeout cup, because I take a long time to drink my drinks. Oh, awesome. You can get like a whole meal here too. So I can get like pork katsu and stuff here too, eh? Yeah. That's good to know. Thank you.
Thank you.
So like a whole restaurant vibe here too, eh? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So if the camera's holding up well, that's good to see. We'll sit on over here. Yeah, and they have this nice little bun here. It's like a lemon bun. So let's check it out, see what it tastes like. Oh, it's a nice donut. It's like the lemon sugar on top. That's the flavor right there. That's awesome. Very nice, very chill place on over here. Very relaxing. It looks like the internet is holding up on over here. Just commercials, guys. I gotta go through my own commercials too. I'll check out the audio here. This is like a nice little donut here. Very, very good. Very tasty. So welcome. A few other people have joined the stream. We are on, you're on Jerome Forestwood's channel here, and we're on a neighborhood checkup right now, where we come to different neighborhoods and check them out and see what they're like. Okay? So we've gone through some of the parks over here in the Hastings-Sunrise area, and that's the neighborhood we're checking out over here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada today. It's around 25 degrees outside, so it's a little warmer here today, but hey, you can put your sunscreen on and enjoy yourself, and just make sure you drink lots of ice stuff. Okay, so we're at the Japanese bakery over here by Kootenay Street. I'll pull it up on the chat for you guys, okay? So just give me a sec here. Ass is like looking for this place right now. It's nice in here though. It's really nice. And they have fried chicken. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's awesome. That's great. We can just sit here and chill for a few minutes and cool off. Nah, but the Candle Japanese bakery here, very nice. I also got it in there too. Okay, so this is just like your basic. They got like a yuzu lemonade soda here. Okay, they got loaves of bread. This is a pretty cool place. So I'll just have my coffee and finish off my bun, and then we'll head on out. Okay. I'm gonna check out more of the area. Okay. If you want a hamburger, they have hamburgers here. They have a teriyaki burger, they have a prawn burger, and they have a donkatsu burger. I'm actually pretty intrigued. This might be a Monday Munchie place. Speakers, nice to see ya. Yeah, we're over at the Candle Bakery, or Canadell Bakery on over here at, in Hastings-Sunrise on East Hastings Street. Just trying some food. Just wanted to come in. They're a bakery, so I was originally like, my plan was to come and have baked goods. But now that I've seen they have way more, I'm like, okay. Yeah. Like, this is how you find out about these places. Just walking in and checking them out. Just had some crumbs on my shorts. But such a nice place. And like nice, this is cold. And so it's really good. It's a nice latte. And we're eating it here, so it slows me down. And so, such a nice place to be. Yeah. So guys, like if you've never tried a Japanese bakery, like Japanese food is some of the most affordable food here in Vancouver. Okay. And they got some really good prices on over here for the katsus too, like anywhere from like it looks like $11 to like $14. That's actually pretty good. You can see how thirsty I am. That's so cool. You can see I'm sweating a little bit, but yeah, that'll cause me down. Yeah, they have katsu on over here. It's pretty cool. Give me a sec. Let me put this up. There we go. Yeah, they have chicken karage and an ordinary plate. Okay. Oh wow. $17.95, but 2 onigiris with it. Onigiris with it. Yeah. Like, this is pretty cool. Check this out. Look at what they got right here. This is awesome. Prawn katsu burger, pork katsu burger, beef teriyaki burger, $15. Different kinds of sandos on over here. Okay. And then like 2 onigiris. Okay. With karage, a little bit of pasta too. Okay, that's like straight up Japanese and Tokyo style right there. And then even like ground curry right here. Wow. That's just, and then they got the donuts and everything here too. Like check this out too. No problem. Japanese, different buns here. Just beautiful. Guys, you gotta come here and check this place out. Support the small business. Okay? The Canada Bakery on over here. Japanese bakery. This is epic. And then they got a shop right next door too. Like that's pretty fun. I'm gonna come back there for a Mondays, Wednesdays. They got a nice little shop here too. So, Canada Japanese Bakery right on over here at Kootenay Street in East Hastings. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And welcome folks. You're on your neighborhood checkup right now, where we go to different neighborhoods and we check up on them and check them out too, see what they're like. Stop by some of the restaurants I went over here, see what the food is like too. Okay, I went on over to the bakery. I thought it was just gonna be like coffees and like baked goods and stuff like that. Way more. I would have like I should have stopped for a minute and just like taken it all in, because I probably would have got that onigiri plate. But yeah, awesome. So thanks for coming out, folks. Let's keep checking out the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood here. We'll go to a few other places as we move along. Okay. And yeah, we'll just keep checking the neighborhood out. The waffles place over here is closed though. I was looking at this place too, sorry guys. But it looks closed. They have a big closed sign in there. Sorry, we're closed. Fair enough. There's a new tower going up right here. Look at this. Wow, those are definitely going to be balconies. This tower is going to be just as big as the other one, probably. Wow. This neighborhood is changing. This is new too. right here, newish. And this neighborhood is changing fast. How's life in Vancouver? Pretty good. Vancouver's a really nice city to live in. Really nice place to be. Now you do need to be able to afford the area, but that's for any city. Not at all. We have people that move to Toronto and say Toronto's a crappy town because they moved to it and then they can't afford it. It's like you need to plan your life in accordance. But yeah, a really nice area to be in. And this is part of the East Village that we're in right now, guys. The East Hastings retail strip all the way from Boundary Road all the way out to Victoria Drive here. That's the business improvement area. Okay. We're gonna head down this side of the street here, and then we're gonna head up to another area. I've been subscribed since you had 28,000 subscribers. Speakers, I remember you being around for a while. Okay, you pop in and out. Like you're here for like a few weeks, and then you go away, and then you just pop back in a few weeks later, like anyone else. That's pretty cool, though. Yeah, it blends with the Heights neighborhood up in Burnaby. It absolutely does. Yeah, it was really good sweets over at the Japanese bakery. Yeah, it was really good. Just answering some of the questions in the chat there for you. Yeah, but that's me too. Like I come and go on other people's channels as well. That's just life. You can't keep watching just one thing. You gotta mix it up. I totally understand. It's good to have you here. It's nice to have you come in and out. Pretty cool. I got like a very fine sugar. I don't think the camera's picking it up. Very fine sugar still on my mouth. Ah, that thing was so good. And there's gonna be like more things that move into this area here. This is another one of the newish buildings here. It looks a little rusted, but that's like the cladding of the building. There's gonna be more stuff coming in here. It looks like a market hall is moving in here. Not quite sure what's going on. But we're over at the P&E grounds. And that's the big deal on over here in this neighborhood. The P&E grounds. So we're not going to check out all of the P&E grounds. It's a huge property. And just like the C&E grounds in Toronto, the P&E grounds over here, they can be a hub of activity, but they can also be very, very, very quiet. So I don't know what the deal is with Playland. I'm not big into going to Playland or anything like that, but they do have roller coasters over here and stuff like this. And I know they're open on the weekends. They have a giant coliseum on over here too. But beyond the weekends, I don't know if Playland's open right now. It looks like it is open. You can see right up here. Okay, so it looks like Playland is open. You can find out more on over there, but it's great to have either way, to have a nice theme park here. I'm not a big theme park person, but other people are, so it's great to have it here. Adam's saying Vancouver's so beautiful, you pay for what you get. That's true. No problem, speakers. Good to have you here. And Gordy is saying there used to be an A and B sound there where you used to buy CDs. Oh, just up the street here? Yeah, on the retail strip right on up here. Yeah, record shops are something that I miss. Like every once in a while when I'm not filming, like I'll sneak into Neptune Records and like go through the records and stuff like that. Look at some of the album art. That's over on Main Street, but yeah, I still like that feel. Like people in my generation, we used to go and for my generation, it was the cassette tapes first, and then the CDs came after. Okay, that was for my generation. So we'll cross here. Okay, so this is, I believe this is the Trans-Canada Highway right here that we're crossing. Okay. And then this is just your average neighborhood street right on over here, this part right here. Okay. And then we're heading on over here to this big sports field. Oh yeah, because I'm going to take you on over to New Brighton Park as well. There's some of the mountains right there for you. Camera's just adjusting. So this is Cassiar Connector and East Hastings Street here. And you can see the thousands and thousands of homeless there's no homeless encampments here. But we're on East Hastings Street. Again, this is a family-friendly neighborhood. We're nowhere near the short, like 1,000 or 1 kilometer of the downtown east side. That's just not good. East Hastings Street is actually a beautiful street when you get out of the downtown core. So when you get off that small little part of East Hastings, this becomes a really beautiful neighborhood to live in and be in, and Strathcona as well. Which are the two neighborhoods that are over here in Vancouver on East Hastings Street. So people ask me, oh, have you gone to East Hastings, thinking that they know what they're talking about, referring almost exclusively to the downtown east side. And it's just like, do you know what you're talking about? Because East Hastings Street's a very, very big street. Very, very big street. And we're over here at Hastings Park. This is part of the P&E grounds. Right here, Hastings Park. We're right next to the skate park. This is the skate park right on over here. It looks kind of scary, but the skateboarders are the ones on over here, and they're pretty chill. You can see all of the beautiful graffiti and artwork here. They try to keep this place nice. Okay. But they do get the graffiti artists down here and check it out. I don't want to go inside because beyond here, because it's for the skateboarders, and there's skateboarders in there right now. And just to show you, if you are a skateboarder, this is an awesome place to come to. Okay, really cool. And there are stairs on the other side to get in from the other side here. Pretty beautiful area to come to. Awesome amenities here. And this is a great idea to bring this park into the neighborhood. Okay, well taken care of. Very, very cool. Okay, let's leave these guys alone, let them have their fun. Let's keep going. Love this place. And they'll have like concerts in here too, like DJs will come here every once in a while and do like a remote setup and stuff like that. And they have parties in here too. There was like a poster advertising an alley event here. That's the alley right there. So yeah. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. And you can see there is people who are going to head on in through there because they're going to head on over to those stairs, and they're just going to be careful when they're passing through there. Pretty, pretty cool. Here's a skateboarder trying out some old school moves right there. Wow. You really need to know how to do that stuff. That's really important to be able to groove like that. So you don't have to always like put your foot down. That's smart to practice that. So this is the giant field on over here in Hastings Park. This is huge. This is huge. So Kai, I think it's Kai. Sorry guys, I'm trying to read your names, and if I haven't read it very often, I'm trying my best right now. This is Kai saying, love your smile, you have a really good vibe for streaming. Thank you very much, Kai, that's greatly appreciated. And Gordy's saying the Lions and the Whitecaps used to play there at the old Empire Stadium. Very cool. I did not know that the Lions, so like, there used to be a stadium like right where we are right now, because it looks like this used to be the grounds for a stadium. Okay, so just let us know if this used to be the stadium, because I learned history from people in the neighborhood too. So that's cool, Gordy, though. That's very cool. Yeah, just let us know in the chat when you get a chance. Adam's saying, wow, what a cool place. Yeah, the facilities over here. On the weekend, this place gets off the hook. Actually, a few hours from now, this place will probably get really busy. The grounds on over here. Yeah. And they filmed Deadpool in a skate park. Yes, they did. Okay, and they filmed lots of Deadpool on over here in Vancouver. Home of Ryan Reynolds over in Kitsilano. And then I went to school with a person named after that skate park. So there's a name for that skate park too, eh? Oh, cool. And Gordy's saying, yeah, the stadium used to be right here. That's cool. That's very cool. Well, now it's downtown at BC Place, but this is a good location for it too. That's smart. Let's go around the field, okay, guys, for you. And then we'll head on over to New Brighton Park, okay? Just want to show you the field right now too. So just making sure I know where I'm going first. Okay, so yeah, we can just head on over the way I'm going, and that'll take us on over to the pathway for Bridgewater. That goes along Bridgewater, instead of walking along Bridgewater itself, which can get a little boring. Very, very cool, very cool. We'll reopen that map in a sec. And there's these are the washroom facilities right here, so it's really good to see here. So welcome. A few other people have come onto the stream. We are here on the track over in Hastings Park right now, and you're on your neighborhood checkup, where we check up the neighborhood and check it out as well. See what it's like, see what the recreational facilities are like, the parks, okay, the places people come and play. Also checking out, okay, a few of the different restaurants and bakeries and stuff in the neighborhood. We just went on over to the Canada Japanese bakery. Beautiful place. Didn't know that they also offered like full dishes there too. Definitely gonna go back there for a Munchie Monday one time. Awesome, nice, affordable place. $10. Got a nice handcrafted Japanese donut, as well as which can be somewhat pricey, as well as a nice latte. So awesome, so awesome. And yeah, we also check out the homes and the home prices, which we have been doing since the start of the stream. So good to see everyone here on the stream. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to hit that like button too, it really helps out the channel. So thank you for being here. So the Commonwealth Games are held here too. That's even cooler. Some more of the washrooms. And then right up here, that's Playland right there. Okay. There's some kids there. So we're going to turn the camera away from the kids. Okay, guys, so you're looking at the field for a bit.
Literally, it's going to be about quality. Yep, so this is going to be 8 runs, really good quality, really expensive. Yep.
At the P&E, Happy Go Mode was filmed. Cool. Yeah, a lot of movies were filmed here in the Vancouver area, which is very, very awesome. And we are Hollywood North up here. And we won't show it for very long, but there's some nice little climbing areas here for the kids, and then slides too. Very popular on over here. There, they're going up and over. Look at that. On the old wooden roller coaster. I think they're gonna pop up here. That's pretty cool, eh? That's Con. See you later. Good to have you here. No. That's Con, everyone. Popping in. Good. Great to see you. Great to have people join the stream when they can. Saying hey. So this is some of the nice seating that you used to see here. Check this out right here. right all the way up here. An awesome place. You can sit right on over here. A lot of different seats. They're literally seats. And there's some of the roller coaster right there as well for you. Okay. Over here at the P&E grounds, awesome. So that's the old Empire Stadium grandstand there. Oh, very cool. Let's head up it. Okay. Keep the camera on me for the first few minutes because there's a guy climbing down too. Okay. So yeah, we'll keep the camera on me. We'll head on up. So this is the old grandstand that used to be here. Now we're heading on up on right now. This is kind of scary. Look how high up we're going here. Wow. I'm not going over. Wow. This goes up way higher. I'm scared to go up any higher. We're okay here. That thing is steep. Steep. Wow. Yeah. I got up to like the first nice benches. That is steep. That is scary. This is the old Empire grandstand. This is super high. Okay, we're not even at the top yet, guys. The top's way up there. It's got to be like 4 stories tall. Super scary to climb. I'll let you guys come here and climb it if you want. You can put in the chat the thrill of climbing this up. But yeah, it's so steep. I have issues sometimes with tripping and falling, so just because I don't watch where I'm going sometimes. So just to keep myself safe, I'm not going to climb all the way up here. There's not a lot of safety gears here, but that's okay. It's supposed to be like an easy climb, so but just for me. Yeah, so many movies filmed on over here. That's so true. The Big Gulp, yeah. That little roof is great when I'm watching VSL matches here. Yeah, so he is mentioning there's a little roof up here too. So there is some protection here. A good steep tee. I think I opened up a pimple on my nose, guys. So I'll keep the camera on the grounds for a few minutes just because. Yeah, like this popped right here. In the heat, your pimples can just pop sometimes. I got a tissue in my bag, so I'll pull that out and use that for a few minutes, and it'll stop it. There it is. Yeah, I got it. Ah, that's good. Just so people know, this view is almost like one from the field in West Van. Yeah, it's so true. Just gonna make sure no one's coming down. But like super steep for me. Okay, so again guys, if you want to come here and try this out, there's way more to it. It's beautiful when you sit up top, no doubt, no doubt. I thought I'd be able to climb all the way up that. I got like a third of the way. I guess that'll be a goal for the future. Every time we come here, we're gonna have to see how. Every time we come here, we're gonna have to see like how high I can go. So next time, let's try to go for a little bit higher. And this is the pathway over to New Brighton Park here. There's one of the other rides here in the area, Playland. Yeah, that I'm gonna have to work my way up to that. That's gonna take time for me to get the courage to go up there. That's not a bad thing. That's just me being realistic. Okay. So to head to New Brighton, I think I need to get off the bike path here. This is a nice little bike thing here. You'll see mountain bikers up here and BMX bikers using these hills every once in a while. Obviously no one's here right now, but nice little area. Some woodwork here too, just to practice riding woodwork. Some skinnies here as well. This is the big long skinny that goes all the way to the back there. Pretty cool. This is the path that's going to take us to New Brighton Park. Both the Canucks former arenas are just up that way, the Forum and the Pacific Coliseum. Oh, very cool. And so there's a lot of history going over here in the P&E grounds. Wow. Wow. So welcome folks, nice to have you on the stream here. You're on Jerome, Forestwood, and we're here on the neighborhood checkup right now. Just had a pimple pop on my face due to the heat, so no big deal here. But yeah, you're on the neighborhood checkup on over here, and we're here to check up on the neighborhood and check it out too. Good to have you here. Yeah, nice area to be in. We're checking out the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood today, so if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. And hit that like button too. It really does help the channel out a whole lot. That like button really gives things a boost. So they're building more here. There's a giant new amphitheater they're building right on over there. Look at that. Wow, all here in the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood. Beautiful. And then they got like the construction grounds there too. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Over here are some of the parking lots. They have giant parking lots all around the facilities right now for the P&E. P&E is really for 2 weeks at the end of the school, the summer, before the kids go back to school. Summer continues for another a month or two until October 20th to the 22nd, depending on when they set the official day for autumn or fall, depending on what you choose to call it. Autumn and fall is the same word over and over here, but it can get confusing for some people because they're familiar with the word autumn, but they're not familiar with the word fall, which can also mean falling down. So well, we call it autumn fall over here too in Canada, because the leaves fall off the trees. And now over here in British Columbia, they don't fall off of the trees as often. I mean, very temperate climate here, but you get the idea. The rest of the Canada, a lot more of the leaves fall off of the trees. Let's keep walking here. Again, folks, that subscribe button really helps out. So if you haven't subscribed and you're one of those regular viewers, just hit it. It helps out the channel a whole lot, and yeah, you know, hitting that like button as well really helps push out the different live streams and the recordings afterwards to more people. And every comment you put in the chat, okay, or send my way, or sharing the link with somebody else, and they click on the link, that all counts towards helping out the channel too. And those are all things you can do for free. So there. So we're walking on over to New Brighton Park. This is the back trail here. This is the back road here as well. Okay. And this is the walking side, this is the biking side, so you can see that there's a nice path on over here too. And here we are over at the bridge, right on over here. So this is Bridgeway Street we're by right now. Okay, and this will take us into Creekway Park, which turns into more than that. You can see that there's unfortunately people that are forced also to live in their campers on over here. And just living on over here, hiding on over here. Okay, at least they have a camper to live in. Some people don't even have that. On the fringes of society here. Let's head through the tunnel. This is where we might get some static because of the thick roof here. Yeah, it immediately went down one bar the minute we hit the tunnel. First time we hit a bar. This neighborhood has some great internet connectivity here. Just great. So yeah, folks, if you've never seen this neighborhood before, it is awesome. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you can hit the dollar sign during the live stream, send me a super chat or a super sticker. And if you're watching the recording afterwards, you can hit the heart sign with the dollar and send me a super thanks. And then we also take direct donations to Interact e-transfer to my email address at jforestwood@gmail.com. It's a debit card you hit. So there's lots of ways. So Bridgeway Street continues that way, okay? And then McGill Street goes this way. So many TV shows have filmed in this little parking lot, yeah? This is a nice out of the way area, and over here you'll have people recreating over here. You can see that right now. But it is a little quieter on over here. This is the big industrial area on over here. A bit of the rail yards are over here too. You can get a better look at this if you ride the West Coast Express. Okay, but absolutely. There goes one of the West Coast Expresses right now. No, yeah, that's the West Coast Express right there. Very cool, very cool. So we're in New Brighton Park here. Actually, technically Creekside Park first, but yeah, New Brighton Park here as well. So good to have you guys on the stream here. Nice to have you here. We're on our neighborhood checkup here on Jerome, Forestwood. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for coming out. Good to see you here. Yeah, we are checking out the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood here on our neighborhood checkup. We do one neighborhood checkup either on Wednesdays or Thursdays. And Hastings-Sunrise is today's selection. Look at the seeds just blowing in the air here. Wow. And just wow. This little park has seen a lot of films and movies. Okay, as people on the stream were telling us. Very, very popular area for that. Less popular for, because we're so far over in the far corner of the park here. There isn't a lot of single family dwelling homes over in the neighborhood, except for a few kilometers up here. There's a swimming pool that we're gonna pass right down here too. So very quiet, much more quiet park, but still an epic park here in the neighborhood. If you are here in the neighborhood, definitely come on out and check this area out. New Brighton Park is very cool and it has great views of the mountains. So we're gonna head where there's a ladies are coming from right now. I'll take us down into the park so you can see lots of people on over here. But just because it's a predominantly single-family dwelling homes in the area, whether they're rentals or not, because some of the homes are just turned into rentals as well. Very, very busy park for the number of people in the neighborhood. But compare that to like a park like Stanley Park, and you get a whole lot less people here. So that's like Creekside Park, and then here you can head under the railroad tracks right here through the tunnel. You can also go underneath the bridge here, and you can see right on top here it says New Brighton Park right there in the cement. Oh wow. Wow. Welcome folks, you're on Jerome Forestwood. We're on over here on our neighborhood checkup. Good to see you on the stream. Nice to have you here. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet. And we're going to head through this path. We're going to see how the internet is in here. Yeah, instantly 1 bar. 2 bars down. This is the public swimming pool right here. It is open. We'll have one more swim before the evening's done. Okay. Beautiful park here in the neighborhood. They have no fries right now. Very cool. Hey, you guys got like an iced coffee? Don't worry about it. That's okay. Thanks for letting me know. Pretty plain Jane concession booth out over here. Just keeping it simple out over here. It's like popping fries and stuff like that. Or no fries, actually. Not fries anymore. Let's head around and I'll show you a little bit more of the park. We'll take a look at some of the mountains on over here. Absolutely beautiful place to be. There's the swimming pool right there for you.
Like for the 4 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm happy someone's using it.
Just to show you the swimming pool, there is the swimming pool right there for you. Okay. Beautiful little pool. Look at the background though here too. You got the Ironworkers Bridge. Okay. You got the grain silos right off the railroad here. And a nice chill out spot here. And then look at this right here, the mountains right on over here. Absolutely epic. So when you're at this pool just chilling out, okay, epic mountain view as well. Very, very cool. Doggo's loving it out there. Absolutely loving it. That's what I love about this neighborhood here. Over here, huge fields. Okay. And on a Saturday, this area will fill up with picnickers hanging out by the playground, and then just huge fields on over here too. Absolutely epic. I can't believe, like, the funny thing is, like, over here, you'll have people in the neighborhood who want to show off the neighborhood to other people who come and move here, and then they never come to New Brighton Park on over here. And then they're not aware of New Brighton Park either. It's funny to see. It's like, why have you not come to New Brighton Park yet? This place is epic. People just living in the area and not learning about the area they live in. Like, look how crazy this is. This is what I was hiding from you guys. There's a hidden beach here. This is a quiet little beach. It's so chill, right off the Burrard Inlet here. This is the Burrard Inlet. Look at these mountains. We're so far in, I don't even remember what these mountains are. I've tried to learn them before. So I'm definitely gonna take a look at this view and learn more of the mountains. If you know any of these mountain names right now from over here on the pier, let me know. So yeah, absolutely epic. And we're here on our neighborhood checkup on Jerome, Forestwood on Vancouver Live. We're in the Hastings-Sunrise area today. Nice to have you guys here. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that too. Thank you very much for coming on out today. Good to have you here. There's the grain silos on over there. You can tell that from the different parts there. Once you know what a grain silo looks like, you know, and then they load it right here. Okay, onto the ships. And there's the ironworker bridge. I haven't walked across that yet. Asif hasn't either. I want to do that at some point in time. Now that I know a little bit more about this neighborhood, it's going to make that more possible. And then all of the ships along the side here. Here in West Vancouver. And close to North Vancouver, sorry guys. I had West Vancouver in my head, but this is North Vancouver on the other side here. So beautiful, so beautiful. That doggo's loving that beach. Seymour on the right, Grouse on the left. Okay, Andrew, thank you very much. Okay, so this is Seymour. I can see how this is Seymour. I see the shape now. I see it because I know it from the other place. So this is Grouse on over here. Okay, so that must be From right there, eh? Okay, okay. I'm seeing what you're talking about. I can see how From's like separate from Grouse because from the downtown view, you can't see the separation, but you can definitely see it here. That's cool. Thanks, Andrew. And good to have you on the stream too. That doggo's loving that beach. It's like, come on, come swimming. Let's go. Let's go. This is epic. Good to see the owners. Those are good owners, giving the dog some fun. That's pretty cool. That's what you want owners to do. Come out with their dogs and have fun. There's the pier. Epic. So epic. Like this is like one of the best views of some of the mountains here in the city of Vancouver. So cool, so cool. And you can see how some people are out here with family and friends just chilling out, picnicking here. And then another nice beach right on over here too. And then over beyond the beach here, there's a dog park. So awesome. And a mixed-use trail. You can bring your bikes here. Okay, so we need to pull out the map over here. Again, not an expert of the neighborhood, but I know how to get myself around. So there is a path out of here. Okay. So if we head this way and then up the stairs, okay, up these stairs right here, and it'll take us where we need to go. But look at that beach view right there. That not epic. That is epic. And then a nice beach area on over here. So cool, so cool. Definitely a hidden gem, yes. And guys, like some people over here who live in this area don't know that this beautiful park's here. Come on out if you have never been to this park. This park is epic. Good to see you on the stream here too, folks. Wow. Wow. Just doing some resting streamer faces. Okay, let's go. So nice thumbnails. So we can head up this way. And that is why I didn't want to walk up that path or those big stairs, because I trip from time to time. And just like Crowd Park is another nice one. Yeah, I know. Been there a few times on camera, showed it off. Very nice area. Need to go back there soon though, you're right. Haven't been there in a while. No sorry, have not. So, this is the Port Authority over here. You technically can't go here unless you have a reason to. Very high security on over here in that area. Okay. What we're gonna do is head this way because we can. The park lets us. Let's go. Now there's more to this area than New Brighton Park. There's also Burrard Park, but we'll save that for another day. We're gonna head on over to a nice little retail area that's over here as well. Epic place. There's some of the railroads right here. Nice little water tower up here too. I've never seen that before. It's been there for a while. I just never noticed it until now. And then of course, this is where Maple Leaf Storage has its large vehicle and shipping container spot. And this is where you have some of the parking on over here for the park, and then you climb up this stairwell here and head on into the park this way. So, one more view of Seymour and the other mountains. Says use the west crosswalk, so they don't want you crossing here. Okay, they want you crossing here. And they have the welcome to Vancouver sign over here, although we've already been in Vancouver. Why? Because this is Vancouver. On this road, you're pretty much Burnaby. Unless you're stopping at New Brighton Park, this road right here, Burnaby, comes from Burnaby. So this is welcoming people into the neighborhood from Burnaby. We're over at Wall Street here. If we go this way, we'll head on over to Burrard Park. Well, we can head this way too to Burrard Park. Let's go. I guess we'll hit up Burrard Park. We're in the neighborhood. Such an epic place. North Rupert Street here. See how much of a presence you have in the neighborhood here. Just living here, this is a massive popular street here. This is McGill Street we're on. We're gonna head on over to Burrard Park, and then we're gonna head on over to Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood, the main strip in the East Village, and we'll check that out too. And do a loop on over there for you. Trying to give you a taste in the neighborhood. Now these are some of the more original homes in the neighborhood, and this is what replaced some of the torn down homes in the neighborhood as the homes continue to change and gentrify here in the neighborhood. The neighborhood's under a great amount of transition, but really a lot of the transition in the single family dwelling home areas, from the small little homes to the bigger homes. Okay, there's a more modern design right there too. Okay. And then in the retail areas, that's where you're seeing the new towers pop up. But in 50 years from now, I could see this place being a lot more built up than that, but I probably won't be around. If I am, great. If I'm not, such is life. Here's Casa. Okay, let's head on up. It's a Burrard Park. And howdy folks, a few other people have joined the stream. Good to see you here. We're at our neighborhood checkup here in the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood. Okay, just got a little popped pimple on my nose, just to let you guys know. No big deal, but these shallow veins right here, they bleed, they cry. Good to have you on the stream. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button too. So when we come to different neighborhoods and we check them out and check up on them. Okay, seeing what they're like, we're heading on over to Burrard Park right now, showing you some of the homes in the neighborhood, the parks in the neighborhood, and the retail areas here in the neighborhood too. This one is so big, we're not going to be able to hit everything up, but still pretty cool to be here. Some other neighborhoods are really easy to get around. They're a little smaller. Okay. But yeah, that's just the nature of life here. We're gonna go down to Yale Street, and then that's gonna take us right through the middle of Burrard Park for you. So you can see that area. You can see all the different homes on over here. They're really built with like balconies out the side here and stuff like that, so people can sit and look out at the mountains, especially when the trees have lost their leaves. Okay. And the reason we do these neighborhood checkups is just to show people, like some people in Vancouver have never been to this area, but they've lived in Vancouver all of their life. Okay? So some people in Vancouver just don't know, and some people in this neighborhood don't know about New Brighton Park. Like, definitely something I want to film. Definitely something I want to film. Let's keep going. So this is Yale Street here. It gets real quiet. And there's little parks all along here on Wall Street, right up here, that overlook the water and the mountains that are here. And we're gonna head to the big park, which is up here. And it's called Burrard Park. We got some really good reception still on over here. That's very cool. Very, very cool. And you can see how there's a lot more like new home design here too. Or newer. It's been here for a bit, but a newer building right on over here. Nice little areas back here. Cute little houses. Very quaint, almost cottage-like or cabin-like. And these big long front properties here. Some people are putting these stone properties in that deal with this area a little bit better to help reduce their water use. In the summertime we do go through drought conditions, and then in the wintertime it's a rain. Very interesting. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. Whole bunch of knickknacks right here. Look at that owl. Fun little place. That's cute. And here's Burrard Park. And when we come in here, okay, nice big park on over here. Nice field house on up here too. There's washrooms here as well. So howdy folks, good to see you on the stream. A few other people have come on in. Here on your neighborhood checkup with Jerome Forestwood here. And we're over in the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood doing our neighborhood checkup. So nice to see you here. Just filming these different neighborhoods here in Vancouver to show people who may not have been here before, not very often, what the neighborhood looks like, what's available here in the neighborhood, okay, what's the parks look like, all that type of stuff. Because how often did you come out to the Hasting-Sunrise neighborhood, besides maybe the East Village on East Hastings Street where the restaurants are, and really get to see the neighborhood and what it's all about. So good to see you here, and nice to hear. And if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button too. It really does help out the channel. Epic mountain view on over here. Epic mountain view. Beautiful, beautiful place. And there's a park directly behind me. So if you got kids, a big old park with some of the good wooden playground equipment. With some wobbly bridges and stuff like that. That's cool. And then over here, I'm not sure if this is city property or if this is private. I think it might be private. There's a sign here. Let's see. Oh, this is the cottage hospice. So this is a hospice. So this is what that is. This is the hospice facility. So people, unfortunately, near end of life. At least they get a nice, beautiful place. They'll spend the end of their days. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Beautiful park to be in too. So. And just some more epic benches, like right on over here is one of my favorite benches here in all of Hastings-Sunrise. That bench right there, this bench right here, has such an epic view of the mountains. Such an epic view. Especially when the trees aren't here, like when you come up here in the fall. But you can see, like, you'd look over these homes here, and then you get to see, I believe that's Mount Seymour right there. That might be from, looks more like Seymour. Just an awesome view. Okay. This is Penticton Street here. Some beautiful homes out here. Not necessarily all the big homes too. Like this yellow home over here is epic. So cool, so cool. Howdy. So yeah, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. And good to see you here on Neighborhood Checkup with Jerome Forestwood. So a few blocks south of us here, we're heading south now, and we'll hit up the main retail strip on over here. Just gonna check my battery because it is a little bit of a hotter day, so sometimes it takes a little bit more of the battery to do everything. Same thing on overly cold days. So we're back in McGill, and what we'll do is we'll walk down McGill. I'm just going to cross the street over to Nanaimo, and then we'll head down Nanaimo, and we'll do one loop on the downtown strip just to show you that. So we'll cover both sides of the downtown strip for you. So Daniel's saying every Halloween and Christmas Trinity Street becomes alive with decorations. Okay, good tip. So I believe we just passed Trinity Street as well. Okay, I'm learning as I'm going. I'll look that up again afterwards. Very cool. I'm gonna write that down in the notebook at the start of October and a week before Halloween. Very, very good tip there. Thank you, Daniel. And Gord's saying along Wall Street, there's a bunch of little mini parks sandwiched between the houses. Yeah, I said that, but yeah, you're right. You might not have heard me say that. That's fine. We're all talking very fast here and multitasking with other things as well, I'm sure. Yeah, but like there's beautiful parks, just like Gordy's saying. With hey, nice to see you. Good to have you in the neighborhood. Yeah. He thought I was just making a video, but yeah, I was excited when it was a live stream. Very cool person. People in this neighborhood are just, they're very, very cool. Very, very cool. This is much more of a working class neighborhood. A lot of the people who live here, though it is being gentrified, a lot of the people who live here used to buy these houses for like $500,000 and stuff like that. This is not a desirable area. Now it is, especially after the last 15 years where housing prices have just shot through the roof. And they're starting to come down a little bit, but still very expensive. A lot of the people over here found themselves house rich while they're still, you know, salary poor. And so, and their property taxes have increased beyond what they're used to because their houses have been reassessed and stuff like that too, for way higher prices. So there's a bit of a stricky nicky on over here. So this is Kamloops. I'm gonna go one more street, I believe, to Nanaimo. If I walk too far, fair enough. Yeah, Kamloops and then Nanaimo. Very cool. Adam's asking, how far is this place from the city? We're in the city. We're in the city of Vancouver right now. This is the far north corner of the city of Vancouver. Right on over here. So we are literally in the city of Vancouver right now. But a good question, Adam. And if he didn't ask, you wouldn't know. You would have thought it was outside of the city. So very good question to ask. Okay. So if you don't ask, you don't know, folks. Yeah, Adam's right on there. So I encourage that type of question, especially if you're not sure. Yeah, I come out here. I remember Kevin, who's on the channel every once in a while. He's moving from immigrating, going through the immigration process from the Netherlands right now. He's going to be living over in Coquitlam with their partner. Pretty cool. This is one of the apartment buildings on over here. Nice 3-story brownstone, probably a basement there too. Probably just like laundry room in the basement and stuff like that. These are a lot of the older buildings here. So this is Nanaimo Street. Across the street here, This is Strathcona, I believe, or one of the other neighborhoods here. Maybe Grandview Woodland. Probably Grandview Woodland across the street here. Okay. Then Nanaimo Street is the border. Yeah, Grandview Woodland. Okay, where the commercial drive is. So commercial drive's the main neighborhood on over here. This is the border right here on Nanaimo. I'm gonna double check that for you guys. Grandview Woodland, Vancouver. Whoops, I need to activate something first to be able to check that for you. Okay, let's do that again. Either way, we gotta walk this way. Adam, don't say my bad. That was a great question to ask. That was smart. Don't get down on yourself. If you don't ask, you won't know. Yeah, Grandview Woodland. Don't feel bad about asking that, man. That's a smart question to ask. So many Canadians don't ask enough questions, don't advocate for themselves enough. Ask it, man. That's a good question. And thanks for asking for it. I'm sure there's other people who are thinking the same thing. And that's the reason we do these neighborhood checkups, to show you exactly what's here. So there's no kids in the school right now, unless there's a camp here. You know, this is a school. The schools did all of these salmons right on over here. There's a sign here to invest in our children now, or they are the future. So true. They're your future voters. They're your future people in charge. And you can see now we're coming on over to getting closer to the retail strip. So you can see over here how more of these condominium buildings on over here and apartments are over here in the neighborhood. There's the 4 Powell bus. So howdy, a few people, other people have come onto the stream. You're on Jerome Forestwood channel right now. We're in the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood, and we're doing a neighborhood check up here in Vancouver Live. Good to have you here. Camera, turn around. Turn around, camera, turn around. Look at those smart cars. There's one of the real estate agents here. He also do apartments. One of the few that does apartments here in the city. A lot of people move to Vancouver from other cities like Toronto, and in Toronto they have this like special relationship for lease owners, where you can, and apartments where you can get a real estate agent to help you find an apartment. But you don't have that over here in Vancouver, that service. Orca provides some of it. I would prefer to just find my apartment on my own. You're going to find it cheaper than going through Orca, but if you need some help, Orca does offer those services. So that's something to think about if you're having a hard time finding something. You might pay a little bit more, but at least you're hiring someone to help you out. So there's no button here. And just remember, you can't cross on this side. You gotta go across the street out over here. Okay? This is our Dundas Street right here. Okay, there is a Dundas Street here in Vancouver as well. This is Dundas Street. And we're gonna cross the street in just a moment. The light here is usually about a minute. We got here just as it changed, just as it turned red. So this is the intersection in Nanaimo and Dundas, and we're looking towards the Grandview Woodland neighborhood right now. And now we're walking along the border here on Nanaimo Street. Some guy accidentally tapped his horn, and then he was like, "Oh, sorry," and then he started waving at me. Ah! That was funny. Again, more of these condos or apartments, depending on what type of building it is, what they're doing here. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between condos and apartments here in Vancouver because a lot of the infrastructure is a whole lot older. So let's do a loop on over here to show you the neighborhood. And yeah, we'll wrap it up after that, guys. This neighborhood is serviced by 2 SkyTrain stations to the south of the neighborhood. And a lot of the bus routes will take you to either one of those stations. Renfrew along Renfrew Street, of course, over by the P&E grounds, but also Rupert Street and over to Rupert Station. The cool part about this neighborhood is that you're also within walking distance. Although it's a few minutes, you're within walking distance of the commercial drive as well, which is pretty darn cool. MK is not as mainstream as Toronto's Dundas. Yeah, I know. Yeah. There's a lot of controversy around the name Dundas right now. Some colonial roots involved in there and connections to things in the past. You can look into it. So in Toronto, they were trying to change the name, but they decided not to change the name to the entire street, but the specific parks and buildings that had the name Dundas on it. That's why you got Sankofa Square over in Toronto now. But over here in Vancouver, it hasn't been a big issue at all. No one really is eager to change the street. Hey, good to see you. Change the street in the neighborhood. It's just another street. So it's interesting to see the differences when you consider all the controversy around that name in my old hometown of Toronto. So this is Franklin right on over here, and Nanaimo, and again all the way down there, that's the Grandview Woodland neighborhood, and this is the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood. Nice little building on over here. Very cool. And we'll do a quick swing through this neighborhood for you and show you some of what is available here. And just so you're aware. And then I'll probably film a video out of here. Let's see for you guys. Which side is the shadier side of the street? Let's figure that out right now. Okay. So it looks like they're both there.
Our foundation, we work with CNIB.
CNIB?
Yeah, have you heard about us?
What?
Is that YouTube stream?
The Blind Institute?
Yeah. It's
Yeah. Yeah, we're right here. Are you okay being on camera?
Yeah, sure. I can
Give me your stick in 3 sentences, okay?
Oh, 3 sentences?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do your best. Just do your best.
Okay. We raise funds for the local blind person. Right now we are having a Puppet for the Purpose program, which is trying to get them safety outside because people are not, we are underfunded. Sorry, I'm French.
That's good. You did a good job.
Thank you. But we're raising funds for them. We're looking for small monthly donation so that we could get the puppy raised, trained, and help them out.
Help them out. So they're helping train dogs for blind people. So there you go. There you go.
CNIB.
Check out the CNIB. Can we check out the website for that?
They could, but I would suggest you to get it right now, right away, just to show them.
Oh, I gotta go right now.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm running out of film. Yeah, I'm still. So I'll talk to you
Maybe
later.
after this. Yeah,
Talk to you later, man.
Talk to you later.
You got a shout out. So this is the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood here. I was just up there yesterday having a fight at the Brighton. Oh, cool. I'll keep an eye out for that. If I passed it, I apologize. Nice little produce market here. Just want to make sure I get through here with the battery and everything, guys, before we run out of battery for you. Okay. I'll show you some of the neighborhood here. We got the Hong Kong bakery here. They always have something fun in the window. They're closed now. Roundel Cafe. So there's some good places here and stuff like that. Here's the Brighton right on over here. This is the pub. This is the party place if you're in town right now. Hey guys, good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Fun place, fun. Look at this place right here too. Behind me, there's so many nice little pubs in this area. Again, this is really where you're gonna see the Vietnamese roots. There's a lot, and Italian roots here in the area. You'll see Cantonese as well, but the Vietnamese and Italian roots are much more prevalent in this area. And then you'll see a mix of other stores as well. They have an awesome little patio here that they've turned permanent, and this piano is always over here. So cool. And this is Le Faux. You want some nice Vietnamese. You can see there's people in here even right now. It's a popular place. Justin's like, that was cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, give him a shot to get the word out. I'm just not gonna take all of your time. Here's a Blind Rabbit on over here. This is a nice little bar too, right on over here. We happen to be in the neighborhood. Head up the street here for you. New developments right on over here. They're gonna have retail in the bottom and then apartments up above, I believe. Rental homes, yep. So very cool if you're in the neighborhood, and come and check that out. And this place is really a locals place. If you're on over here, you're predominantly a local. Not a lot of tourists come to this neighborhood. This is not to say that this area is not tourist friendly. A lot of people would love to see tourists come to this neighborhood, but it is not a very popular place along the tourists. Very far away from the main tourist drag and stretch though, in the downtown. Up ahead is Forecast Coffee, open their new location. Oh, cool. Keep an eye out for it. It's a nice little restaurant on over here, Celine. They have a nice little patio you can see there. Such a cool place to come and hang out. If you are in the neighborhood, come and visit. Now, as I'm walking through the neighborhood, just be aware that people are not used to streamers over in this part of the neighborhood. Okay? And because of the high population of some of the diaspora groups here too, some people might feel a little uncomfortable around the camera. And that's perfectly fine, so we'll just do the best we can. Most people are aware of what I'm doing, so they're okay with it, but sometimes people are trying to stay off the screen. So welcome folks, you're on Jerome Forestwood here. We're checking up on the neighborhood here. On our last stretch on over here in the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood. Walking along the East Village strip here. This is definitely a place to come if you're here in the city. Well, we've been in and around the area, showing you off some of the parks, talking about some of the housing here, and seeing some of the places people play, as well as coming to some of the places that people come to. So good to see you here. Nice to have you on the stream. There's the Laughing Bean. They're closed. A lot of the coffee shops close early. There's Forecast over there. I don't know, are they still open? If they are, I'm gonna ask them if they got like a nice coffee. There's also Sun Tea. Yeah, I should stop. This is the neighborhood of Slow Can in East Hastings. We are into the final territory of our battery. We're into the 20% range. We'll have plenty to get through here. Keep going. Oh yeah, these guys are closing down too. Yeah, they're wrapping up for the day. Their open sign shouldn't be open. They're pulling in their chairs and everything. Good to see though. They're doing good. That's a new Forecast that Vaniel was talking about. That looks awesome though. Like, that looks like an awesome little cafe there. That's great. This is a newer building right above us here. So yeah, are you a fan of Nando's? Nando's is okay. Nando's doesn't really do fried chicken, so we don't really go there. But there's nothing wrong with Nando's. Nando's is delicious. We had it a few times in Toronto, and unfortunately, we didn't get very served well. That's Toronto though. Okay, not Vancouver. I heard the Vancouver ones are much nicer. Much better service. So here's the High Point Beer, Wine and Spirits. This is where you can get some really good craft beers as well as liquor. So pretty awesome to see. Pretty awesome. And we're passing Le Petit Saigon. So this is Le Petit Saigon here, another one of the many Vietnamese neighborhood restaurants in the neighborhood here. Many of them. So very popular, very popular. Okay, doesn't look like, if I go the other way, it looks like we're just gonna get sun. Let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna get sun. So I think we'll wrap it up here, and I'll leave the other side of the neighborhood for you guys to check on out. Okay. There is an R5 rapid bus spot right up here. Awesome. We might be able to do it. Let's cross here at Caslow then. We'll cross the street. We'll see if we can make it. So this is the intersection of Caslow and East Hastings, and you can see all of the homeless people and homeless encampments and tents here along the street. It's no, actually that's not here at all. Where are they? They're not here. What am I doing? Why am I crossing the street?
Maybe not a smart idea.
Yeah, probably. I have no idea why I crossed the street. Thanks, sir. Sometimes those pedestrians are the problem too. I will admit when I am wrong.
Have a nice day, sir.
Thanks, man. Nice guy. Yeah, this is gonna be really, really bright. But you can see some of the newer buildings right on over here. See if we can walk mostly in the shadows here. Okay, let's head on up. What a beautiful, beautiful day though to be out and about here in the city of Vancouver. If you haven't got out today, I definitely recommend getting out of the house and just coming out and having a good time. Okay, whether it's coming and checking out a neighborhood like Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood on over here, or going somewhere else and having some fun on over there. Definitely great places to come and check out if you're here in the neighborhood. Keep walking through here. You get some of the shady side here. There's not a lot of shade on either side of the street, unless you get a really tall building. And that's the thing, like that's about as tall as you're gonna get, besides the one tower we saw on the other side of the strip to the east of us here when I was walking up Boundary Road. Walking past the Shoppers Drug Mart right now, popular place on over here. At this point, guys, we're getting close to the end of the battery on my phone. I have a charger, so I'll be able to turn it back on, but if the charge does go out, just to let you know, such is life. And there's Sun Tea right there. Beautiful place. Get a nice cold drink. So howdy folks. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button. Okay, you are on Jerome Forestwood and we are on our neighborhood checkup here in the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood. Good to see you here. I've shown you some of the parks, some of the housing that's available here, some of the different areas here, as well as some of the retail areas, and we even stopped by the Cannondale Japanese bakery to check out some of the food and beverages that are available in the neighborhood. And we will definitely be coming back here in the future, just to let you know, to go for Munchie Mondays. Okay. Usually when I visit an area, I try to give it a 2-week spacing, except for the downtown. So I do a lot of my regular videos in the downtown. I can film the downtown as many times as I want. People always love to see downtown videos. And people also like to see videos of areas like this, so that's why we come here and live stream. Make it a little more special for you guys. These neighborhoods are some of the most important neighborhoods to come to. The places where people live outside of the downtown that have its own unique character and unique vibe. Such epic places to come to. Asta's starting the stream in 15 minutes, and Asta, I'm going to be finished soon, so probably before you start your stream. Just give you a heads up on that. Go check out Asta's stream if you haven't. He's going to be doing some cooking. If that's your vibe, if that's not your vibe, well, if you watch for like a minute or 2 minutes, that really helps out the channel. Okay. Here's some of the Italia right out over here. This place is closed right now. Okay, closes around 4. But that just shows you some of the Italian in the neighborhood as well. Again, in this neighborhood, you'll get Cantonese, you'll get Vietnamese, and you'll get Italian as the dominant groups. But then the whole Pan, Asian, and Western assortment of people also lives in the area. So. Look at that building right there. That's the new Alba building. That's your rental building right there. They're gonna have Studio 2 and 3-bedroom rental homes. And Vancouver needs a whole lot more rental, a whole lot more apartments, but also a whole lot of condominium homes that people want to. We don't have enough condominium homes outside of the West End. It's not everyone wants to live in the West End in an old condo. They want to live in something a little newer. That's what we really need across the city right now. And there are some places that are building them, but I would hope for more in the future. But only so long as the people who own the property are willing to sell the property too. I don't want to see anyone pushed out of a property. Let's say they bought a home there 20 years ago and they're the homeowner on a single family dwelling home. Well, they should have the right to choose whether they want to sell or not. That's their property they bought. But you will see more and more developments crop up across Vancouver because we're in desperate need of it, and it's a sign not only here in Vancouver but across Canada. We need more housing. Canadians haven't been building housing like they need to, and meanwhile we keep bringing in more immigrants, so we need housing not only for our own population but the newcomers that are coming here too. We want everyone to be successful, so that's why I'm asking for more housing. But good to see you guys here on the stream. Nice to have you here. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Such an awesome area. And the people here are so polite. Even the guy who was chirping me when I walked out into the street by accident while the traffic was going on. That's what you want. You want someone to chirp you when you do something stupid like that. Okay? That guy's taking care of me. He's imprinting in my head that I shouldn't do that. And it's good. It's good he did that. There's the pop-up plaza right there. Nothing wrong with that. He's not hurting me. He's reinforcing that you shouldn't do it. And then the other person standing right next to me just made sure that I was okay. And just realized that I had just been a little distracted. And fair enough. People make mistakes. Accidents happen. Let's keep going, folks. There's a lot of people getting off of the bus line over here. The rapid bus. It stops right here. right by the grocery store. Here's one of our local grocery stores right here. And the Brecca Bakery right on over here. And then this is where I'm gonna wrap it up right here. So awesome. So anyways, folks, I'm gonna wrap it up on over here. Thanks for coming into the neighborhood. Okay, we did a neighborhood checkup on over here in the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood here on Jerome, Forestwood. And it was good for you guys to check in. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. And thanks for coming out today. Now you've seen, if you have never seen the Hastings-Sunrise neighborhood before, or you haven't been here in a while, now you've seen a whole lot more of it. So good for seeing you here, and have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye, folks.